Hello and welcome to the ScrapbookPal YouTube channel. This is Colleen Beamish from Humor Bean Cards, and today I am making a card using the Honeybee Stamps Lovely Layers Outdoor Kitchen die set, as well as the Well Played Sir stamps. And those do have a coordinating die set, but I will not be using that today. So the card I'm making today is going to be very clean and simple. I'm really focusing on building this die set, layering all the pieces together so that you can see how they coordinate, and then I will be sticking it onto a card base and adding some details for dimension and to make it really special. So I did speed up most of the process here. So I'm using my liquid glue, which is Barely Art's original glue, and what's great about this glue, especially for this project with all of these tiny pieces, is that it has that detail tip. So you can get just small amounts of glue where you need it, and I think that makes all the difference and makes this a lot more of an enjoyable process. Now the other tool I'm using here is the Pinkfresh Studio Embellishment tool, and one end of this tool is like a pointy picker tool, and then the other end has a wax tip. And that's really useful when doing a project like this where there's a lot of little pieces and you need to just pick up the piece to adhere them down. So the wax will pick up the piece of paper and it can go right where I already put the glue down. Obviously I did all of my die cutting off camera, but I pretty much chose some various browns and grays to cut all of the pieces out of. If you go to the Honeybee Stamps website, you will see a detailed outline of which pieces to cut out for which components and how to layer them together. So there is a guide available online if you get a little bit confused along the way. And as I was going, I realized that there was maybe another component I didn't realize that I needed. So like this little oven, the middle of it is a little window, and I did have to go back and cut that out of some black cardstock to glue it on. You'll notice some of my components are also cut out of some metallic cardstock. So the lights here that I'm gluing these little black pieces onto, those are a silver metallic cardstock. And then like the, what is it called? The hood of the grill type of thing is also silver cardstock. So I think that just adds some fun and variation, especially when you're making a card that has a lot of similar color tones. Now I'll come back to the color tones in a moment, but I realized as I was gluing these down, I thought they were the same size, these two strips of paper, but one is actually longer than the other. So I glued the one that was supposed to be on the bottom on the top, and you can see the Barely Arts glue works really well because I did have to, peel that up. It was already stuck down pretty well, which is a good sign when you want the things to stay in place. But I peeled it up and corrected that, and that was no big deal. But just when you are assembling your card, just note that those are two different lengths and the shorter one goes on top. So like I was saying about the color tones of this piece, so obviously I'm going for more of a masculine card vibe. This is a card that will probably be going to my dad. And I also didn't vary from the inspiration that Honeybee Stamps has in their guide, just because I felt it would be easier to know all the components if I was kind of sticking to the guide this first time that I'm putting it together. And I think the next time I use this, I could definitely go more colorful or playful, or I would love to see a more feminine version of this outdoor kitchen. That would be a lot of fun. But so I used a lot of different browns and grays. The best part of using a die set like this where it's all die cutting is using up my scraps. So I was digging through all of I have my scraps all kind of organized by color. So I went through and picked out some various shades of gray and brown so that we had a lot of variety and it didn't feel too flat or one tone. Now I'm gluing my little utensils onto this utensil rack, and the utensils are also cut out of the silver cardstock. I would say this was one of the trickiest parts of just knowing where do I put the glue. Should I put the glue on the utensil or on the rack, because the entire utensil isn't sticking to something, so it got a little messy, but no big deal. It was a lot of fun to kind of piece everything together. It's almost like I imagine what working with like miniatures would be, like a lot of little detail. It can become very like peaceful. It's almost like puzzle piecing. So now I am putting together the little fireplace, and that has the flames, and then 2 pieces that are the fireplace. And then this was another instance where I realized the middle of the fireplace is important too. So I cut that out of some black cardstock. So you'll find as you're cutting out the pieces for this die set that certain pieces do need to be cut multiple times out of various colors of cardstock. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to put this together. Now I'm working on the little grill that has multiple components. So there's the inside frame, which is a lighter gray cardstock. And then there's even these tiny, like, I would even call it a thread of paper that gets layered on as well. I think some of these could be skipped if you're like, I don't want to deal with all those little pieces. It wouldn't be crucial to the image, but obviously the more detail you put in, the better the result. And then I have the little, I don't even know what this is called because I have never grilled a day in my life, but the little like tray thingy that the food would rest on. So I'm gluing that to what I am considering hot dogs. And then I'll glue that right into that little grill. So there's a lot of little components here, and like things like the fireplace or the grill, or the utensil rack, those could all be used separately from the main large scene. So if you want to do a card just with the utensils or just with the grill here, that would definitely be doable. So now that I have this entire thing assembled, I am going to put some foam tape on the back and then just pop it up right in the center of the card. Like I said, I was keeping this very clean and simple. I didn't want to put too much effort into the background, but you have so many different things you could do. I considered putting some ink blending or using a colored cardstock or a patterned cardstock behind it, but opted for just clean white because I think it just goes for more of like a stark contrast, and I really like that. So I popped up the main kitchen, and then I'll use my liquid glue to glue on the utensil rack, mostly because I have no idea how I would put foam tape on those tiny pieces. And then I popped up that little grill as well. Now I'm stamping my sentiment from the Well Played Sir stamp set, and that says proud of you always. I love how that fit into that little gap in the kitchen so perfectly. I'm using Gina K Amalgam black ink for that, and that is my go-to black ink. Now for a finishing touch, I did go in and add some white gel pen highlights, and I did that all over. I didn't film the entire thing because it gets pretty repetitive, but that will be the final touch for this card. So I love how this turned out. I think my dad will be really happy to receive it. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe to the ScrapbookPal YouTube channel, as there's always more crafty inspiration here. And I hope to see you again real soon. Thanks. Bye.